Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're going to do a reading for Capricorn. We're going to do just whatever Spirit feels like saying. So let's call in Spirit with some moon chanting. Kind of a weird one, but I'll take it. So maybe we'll have kind of a weird message today. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Capricorn. I'm going to get us started with the Bianco Nero deck and see what kind of message Spirit has for you. What do you have for Capricorn, please? Just a quick shout out to everyone that has liked or commented or subscribed. It's been really fun to see the channel grow so far, so thank you so much. For Capricorn, the first thing we have out is the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. So there's something here that makes somebody very happy and they are really kind of nervous that they're going to lose it. So there's somebody here that's like holding on to something. The other way to look at this, we might, if we see like the moon come out, for example, the other thing that this person could be holding on to with dear life or for dear life is a secret. Because the Sun can mean a couple of things, of course, and one of those things is truth or a secret coming to light. All right, I think I got all of them. Cool. All right, so yeah, this is somebody not wanting to let a person go. So Capricorn, we have the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So this could be a feminine Capricorn, by the way, that is maybe going through a little bit of codependency or having a bit of an obsession with somebody else. This could also be, for some of you, the person who is holding on to something has an obsession with the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, you'll know how it resonates best, but definitely getting some like obsessive energy here. What else do you have for Capricorn, please? So it looks like we have a feminine energy who has been left out in the cold. That's really Five of Pentacles, and this is a Five of Cups, but what I'm seeing here is somebody who seems to be like almost like spying or like looking in and kind of wistful about not being in that scene of happiness with somebody. So we may have a situation here where feminine energy is jealous of a new partner. We'll see. But what I do like is that this feminine energy is coming out as the Empress. If we see this card, that means we're talking about a feminine energy who has really mastered all, like the whole archetype, right? So the Empress is the combination of four different queens, right? Pentacles, Swords, Cups. What am I forgetting? Why can't I think of it? Wands. Thank you. Right up in the old noggin. So basically, what this is telling me is this woman is somebody who's been through a lot of like battles or challenges, obstacles. Queen of Wands. That's a warrior queen, right? This is somebody who's really gone through it, but still managed to come out as the Empress, which means in addition to being the Queen of Pentacles, who is reliable and stable and generally pretty successful, she's also a Queen of Cups and also a Queen of Swords. So what does this mean? She pretty much can kind of choose which face she shows you, right? And depending on how you treat her, you might see her in a different angle. This is definitely a reading for Capricorn. We have the King of Pentacles coming out. So now we have the masculine counterpart of the earth signs, right? This is clarifying the Sun. Yeah, so this is the like basically source of joy or source of happiness for this feminine energy. She sees this masculine as her, as her mate. But with the Judgment coming out with the Three of Cups, it looks like there might have been another feminine energy here that was trying to tempt away this masculine energy, especially because this Three of Cups is clarifying the devil. So this devil could take on a secondary meaning, or it could be that the first one didn't resonate and this makes more sense to you. The devil, of course, is anything that holds us back, right? So addiction can definitely be one of those things. There could have been a selfishness here, or literally like a sex addiction on the masculine side that made it difficult for him to acknowledge how amazing this Empress is. I mean, you don't come out as the Empress if you're, you know, a twat. Sorry. All right. Interesting. So I think there was some dishonesty here, probably on both sides, not just the masculine, but also the feminine. So the King and the Queen of Pentacles, or the Empress here. But we have the Ace of Swords coming out in the reverse and the Five of Wands coming out in the reverse. So when the Ace of Swords is in the reverse, I see this as a sign of dishonesty. So there's two things here. I believe that, and it could be that both of these are true or just one of them, but the Queen of Pentacles here may have been kind of holding back on what her feelings or expectations or boundaries were. So the communication wasn't really clear in terms of, you know, expectations and what they had arranged, right? But in addition to that, there was some dishonesty on the part of this masculine. Maybe he wasn't fully honest about his addiction or his Tinder account or his work wife, you know, whatever it is. There were 3 people where there should have been 2. And I'm definitely thinking this as an ass man. Just because, you know, that 3 of Cups card is like, here's some booty. All right, so the more interesting of this pairing for me is the fact that we have this Five of Wands in the reverse. So here's why it's interesting. This is kind of like a mirror, right? We've got a 5 at the top and a 5 at the bottom. But another thing that we see is the contrast between the top card having just one person and the bottom card having a number of people, right? Internal versus external. And what I'm getting from that is what has made this feminine energy so powerful is her ability to look within and address the issues within. This is why she's been able to attain the level of Empress. So when we have people who have come against her with gossip or, you know, minor conflict, like trying to set her up to look like a liar, for example, none of this shit is going to stick. Like, it might stick for a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months if you're really lucky. Maybe if you've got that network set in place and people have really felt like you have been honest in the past, they might believe you. But especially if you have a reputation for kind of stirring the pot, this shit won't stick for the Empress, because people will have already, if they've encountered her, will have already seen the kind of person and the energy that she has, and it's not one that is easily like shamed or ridiculed, because this is somebody that is respected. The Queen of Pentacles is coming out to highlight that this feminine energy is absolutely like reliable and respected. Like, look at her sitting on her throne. It's like, titties aside, like, I'm a regal person. I've been through shit, like, and I'm still standing or sitting. I'm still here, okay? Like, this is not somebody I would want to mess with. And I think people have, and they've failed. Five of Swords So 2 thoughts on this one. First, the Empress is known for her honesty. She might even be a little bit cutting or blunt with her words. So, for example, if there are individuals that generally get like a pass because no one really wants to call them on their bullshit, this Empress is like, no, I said what I said, Matt. Like, pretty sure you just don't know how to handle accountability. But in addition to that, I think that this Empress is aware of the fact that she's respected and or admired, but maybe less aware of the fact that there are people who like literally like watch her or are inspired or try to emulate her. You know what I mean? All right. We are going to move to another deck. This is the Tarot Familiars. Got lots of cats and a couple unicorns. All right. One second. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man coming out to clarify the King of Pentacles. This is telling me that, okay, in particular, let's just take a look at this art because I'm going to go a little bit deep on this one. Do you guys see how we have a skull and then we have like the raven? Totally making me think of my Edgar Allan Poe deck. Well, here's what I'm thinking. There's even like a pentacle hanging from here, right? So the King of Pentacles, this masculine energy, has been a little bit stagnant and may have even lost some opportunities. This skeleton is making me think that there are things that he has lost or things that have literally died because he has been stationary or unwilling to actually make a decision. Now, is this necessarily just in love? No. Like, literally, he might have lost out on job offers or, I don't know, like, the cooler college roommate, whatever the hell it is. But with the Hanged Man being represented here by a skull with a raven on the top, I also think that there's something here about intelligence. See how the mouth is opening right by the moon there? It's like making me feel like there's somebody this masculine energy does look up to, and it's gonna sound weird, but like I don't think that this masculine energy really looks up to a lot of people, right? Like this is somebody who's established and they're successful in something that they do, and they're also well respected, right? But this is somebody that they look up to. This masculine energy heard from somebody a secret. So this sun does have both meanings. I think it is both the something coming to light, but also there's happiness here that someone is unwilling to let go of, right? So with the moon right behind that raven's beak, we know this intelligent, like, mentor. So we might see like the Hermit come out, for example. This is the person who told this King of Pentacles, hey, like, you're kind of fucking up here, okay? And this is getting the King of Pentacles to think about what's going on and what they need to do. Because with the King of Pentacles, we had the Judgment come out, right? So somebody is making a decision here. So we have the Knave of Cups. This is a love offer. So we have somebody who's making a decision, right? I don't really get that it's about an apology. It could be that it's part of it, but I think this is really about somebody saying, I choose you. Sorry, that's for the Simpsons fans out there. All right, tell me more about this Three of Cups, please. So with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm getting that someone here was quick to move without thinking. So it's almost like we've had a pendulum swing the other direction, right? Somebody who had been really methodical and planned everything out. Sorry, other way around. Somebody who hadn't been methodical has now decided to be methodical and listen to the advice and counsel of somebody else. But in the past, they were kind of like a Knight of Wands energy, right? Like swooping in without really thinking too much, maybe going and doing a little bit too much. And then we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and this is clarifying our Ace of Swords. So basically, the ending that has happened, or the distance that has been created, this between the feminine and the masculine has everything to do with dishonesty pertaining to, I think, sexual encounters or even just flirtations, right? The idea of like, sorry, I've been watching Geordie Shore, so like pulling a bird, pulling birds. I don't even think I'm saying it right. Either way, the idea that somebody wasn't honest here, this is what caused the fracture. And it made this feminine energy feel unwanted, which is really unfortunate because I get the sense that this is like a really beautiful soul, but like also an attractive person, you know? Oh my. Oh, really? Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming out with the Ten of Pentacles. That's a pretty killer combo, Capricorn. This is telling me, okay. First of all, what's at the top of this card? Can you see it? Five, five, five. Change. Something's changing for your Capricorn, because 5 is all about change, and this whole row is 5s. But what I really like is this Hierophant is telling me that I think there's, number one, a clarity and a maturity with regards to beliefs and morals happening for both parties. But I think also, because you see we have the owl and the cat, right? That's the masculine and the feminine energy finding a way to talk to each other, even though they speak different languages. With the moon in the background, we know that there's going to be a discussion about this secret, whatever this piece of information is that needs to be communicated from the masculine to the feminine that their mentor has encouraged them to do. This is going to happen, I think, at nighttime. And the Hierophant can also represent like literally marriage, right? So for some of you, I do think that the conversation could tiptoe around the idea of like, I want to spend my life with you, you know, like the seriousness of the relationship desired is a higher level than it was before. Because then what do we have next to it, right? The Ten of Pentacles. This is like, I want to make an empire with you, you know, like you're my cookie. Empire reference, just to make sure. Like, I don't eat people and tell them they're my cookie. Okay, what else do we have for Capricorn? Ooh, interesting. So we have some hidden energy here. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. If you're new to my channel, that's if a card doesn't fall out but it does flip over, it's something that you may not be aware of. So which is interesting. So that's telling me that somebody's about to come out of the cold. Like there's a reconciliation or communication if you guys have been no contact, which I assume there's a chance of. We have, I believe, like a minor obstacle here to the two of you, which would be a materialistic man who is lazy, which is such a weird combo. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody here who just waits for other people to do things for them. So it could be like an ex that wants to win this Empress back over, but whoever this is, or it could be like, you know, a father who inherited some money and didn't feel like he had to work very hard, or just didn't work very hard, but like feels like he should be able to tell this woman how to live her life. Whatever it is, there's some sort of negative masculine energy that is trying to block this union. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands coming out, good luck. I don't think anybody's going to be able to do much to stop this, like, unless it's one of the two people, right? Like, there's some sort of reconciliation here that is supposed to happen. There's the moon, you guys. That's great. Because we started with the sun, so it's like we're literally ending with the moon. So we have the secret coming to light, and then with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it looks like somebody has gotten to the point here where they know there's no emotional confusion. They know who their person is, you know, and they've done some maturing and they're ready to actually do something about it. So cool. Thank you so much for the support again, Capricorn. Have a wonderful rest of your day.